Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome. Happy Sunday afternoon, wherever you are. I'm glad you joined me today. Today is Sunday, June 11th, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you are at Barbara's Stamp Pad, and this is our regular Sunday afternoon get together. So when you come on in, say hello. And I will start to look at let me get to my comments. So I want to welcome you, whether you are watching from Facebook or YouTube. And let's see, who do we have? We have Beverly watching us from YouTube. Hello, Beverly. Thank you for joining us. Just a little quick introduction for those of you that might be watching the replay. Beverly is one of my mods, and so while I am doing the demonstration, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section, your chat box, and she'll be more than happy to. I don't know if Shannon will be coming on. Shannon's another one of my mods. I know it's summer and everybody's busy, but one of the two will be in the chat. So hello, Jackie. Hey, Libby. Welcome. And Bonnie and Pat. Thank you for sharing, Pat. So my morning has just been completely like derailed. And I'll tell you why. I generally stay up really, really late. And when I say really, really late, y'all, I usually will stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I sleep in. Well, Mikey decided after midnight last night uh, to make an appointment at 8 o'clock this morning for one of his final driving tests. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I tried to go to bed at 1:30, and I think it took me a little while to get to sleep, but in any case, my alarm still went off at 7. I still got up at 7 because we needed to be gone by 7:30, and I went and took him to handle his business and came back, did some stuff, and it was just one of those mornings where it's like one thing completely derails like your whole schedule. And so I took a nap for maybe about an hour and then got up and did some more things. But during that whole time, like I didn't put any makeup on when I got up this morning because it was just enough to, wash my face, pull my hair back, put some clean clothes on, throw my flip-flops on and be out the door. And so, but yeah, none of that's happened. So I have no makeup on. I want to do that to you guys. So you can enjoy my little emoji here, my little picture. But I will get the camera flipped here in just a few minutes. Yes, Beverly. Thank you. Yes, be sure to hit the thumbs up. It does help with the algorithms, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. It does help show the video to more people. So we have a larger group that joins us on Sundays, and those that might not be familiar with Stampin' Up can learn what to do with their products and see the latest things happening. And so sharing is caring, right? Thank you. Thank you, Libby. Hello, Donna. Okay, so let me make sure. Yeah, it's on the other one. I wanted to make sure. I guess I could close the other part of the camera if I really wanted to, in case I accidentally slip, y'all, because this is not pretty today. So let me do this. Let me put my tape over my piece of my camera in case my camera slips. So, all right, let me at least take that off so we can see that. So let me get through some announcements here. Of course, scrolling across the bottom of your screen is the monthly host code for the first half of the month of June, and I'll show you while that's scrolling on there. The class kit for June 1st through the 15th is this set of 3 cards, but you get enough supplies to make 2 of each card. It is using the Gone Fishing bundle, which also you can tell has some gorgeous masculine paper, which, by the way, is on sale. And the link to the PDF is in the description, but we do have a designer series paper sale in case you have not heard. Got a little flyer up here to remind myself, but it is 15% off select papers the whole month of June. And so if you missed my paper share earlier last month, or you want to take advantage of maybe one of those favorite designer series papers in the annual catalog that you just cannot have enough of, June 1st through 30th is the time to order. But also, if you want to get a free kit in the mail, this is the free kit. In about 6 days, there'll be a new set of 3 cards. And you can also get the tutorials if you want the tutorials. If you want to see how I put these together, you can just go back and watch last week's video. I thought they were cute. But then again, I think all my cards are cute, right? But anyway, that's the class kit that you can get for free with your online order of $35 or more. If your order is $50 or more, I'm going to throw in a package of these rustic metallic adhesive back dots for free. They've got a masculine tone to them, so you can use them for even more cards. Okay. All right. So, but we're going to be giving away a set. I think this is the set. Yeah, this is the set I'm going to be giving away. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's do a drawing. Let's do a drawing. Let's get that out of the way. So let me do some shuffling. Everybody that watched last week's video when I put those cards together, that shared, Facebook or YouTube, didn't matter. Your name's on this wheel, and you know if you shared, your name's on there twice, and that's a whole nother reason to share, because you get an extra entry onto the weekly drawings. Plus, and I'm going to show this after I finish this drawing, but I do have the share drawing price for the month of June, which just means anytime you share any of my videos, whether it's my scrapbooking videos or my Sunday videos or anything I do in between, you're going to get entered onto a special wheel for everybody that just shared. That's it. And there'll be a separate prize. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. All right, that's enough shuffling. Let's spin this wheel and see who wins. Ooh, long time. Good luck, whoever it's going to be. Oh, it's Roberta. All right, so let me write that down. It's Roberta Stashel. Congratulations, Roberta. All right, let me stop sharing. Get back into StreamYard. Yay! Congratulations, Roberta. You won these cards. I was like, what did she win? I literally lost my train of thought, you guys. I was like, what did she win? All right, so let me do, yes. Thank you for sharing, Marcia. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. All right, so let me show you some Happy Mail. Where did I get this Happy Mail from? I got this Happy Mail from Cheryl Merzenik. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And I like the outside of her envelope. Let me see if I can cover up. Let me see if I can cover up part of it. On the first part of her envelope at the bottom there's a stamp. It says Crafty Mail in the House. I thought that was really, really cute. Cheryl just sent me a thank you card. And if y'all are not familiar with this designer series paper and this particular suite, this is that I believe it's called the Earth and Elegance. And let me see, what does it say on the inside? Oh, it was just a thank you card for that's what it was. It was just a thank you card because recently she won a prize. And so she just sent me a thank you card. I love it. Um, until you see the designer series paper and cards made with all of the different products, you know, you can't appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. And I love the detail in this card. I seriously need to get a better light because I feel it's not bright enough. And I have like 3 lights on right now. But in any case, that's some happy mail that I got. All right. All right. So let's see. Oh, the prize, the share prize. The share prize for the month of June is the Lasting Joy photopolymer stamp set. And why am I second guessing myself right now? This hasn't been a prize before. I can't remember what the last one was, but I remember the last one was some sentiments as well, but I don't think it was this one. Am I going crazy, you guys? I don't know if I'm going crazy. I don't think I ever gave this one away. I want to say it was something else. But in any case, the share prize is the lasting joy. As you can see, there are so many cute sentiments on here. I'm so sorry. I'm so thankful. Birthday wishes, always. I missed your birthday. Thinking of you in my heart. You're in my life. Hoping for better days ahead. And that large one, may the years ahead be filled with lasting joy. And then there's some other ones that looks like you could put some words together, some little phrases together. And then you've got some cute little flower images. But that is the share price for the month of June. So one lucky winner will get a copy of this photopolymer stamp set at the first drawing in July. Yes, that was a pretty card. All right, so I have my drink ready because I'm hoping that I can get through this without my voice cracking. It feels like it's already starting to crack. So what are we doing today? Let me see if I can get this glare off. Oh, that is way too dark, but I don't know. Maybe that's what I need because I don't want there to be a glare. But we're going to be putting together the latest kit that Stampin' Up released just a few days ago, and it is called the Boho Beach Kit. And I am loving the colors, you guys. I wasn't too crazy about all the little all the little die cuts, but y'all know me. It's just because of my hands, so I don't want to keep anybody else from getting this kit because it really is a super cute kit. And we're going to be I'm going to put one of each card together. It does make 8 cards and it has some super cute coordinating envelopes. And so, yeah, so let's start putting that together. By the way, when you get your kits, you know, there are instructions, there's fold out instructions. And in case you don't have a ruler, there is a ruler that goes along the edge. Half of this page goes to like 9 inches, and then the other is like measures in centimeters. So, but each of our kits does come with full color instructions. Each of our kits also has an unboxing video that you can find. I typically post that. Where do I post that? I typically post it when I send it out in my email, but I don't remember if I think the video was out when I sent my email out when this first came out. But in any case, this is an unboxing video too, because I know sometimes those videos go really, really fast because they speed them up, they play it to music, and then Sarah will stop and do a little chit chatting. But I'm here to show you how to do it slowly. So you have your kit and you want to put it together along with me, you can. So let me show you what comes in the kit. Okay. Like I said, you're going to get enough supplies to make 8 cards. This is the stamp set, and I should have got a piece of cardstock. Let me see. That way you can see the back. So this is the stamp set. All of our kits come with an exclusive stamp set that you can only get in that individual kit, or if it's a paper pumpkin kit or whatever it might be. Oh, I totally forgot my other announcements, you guys. I just went straight into it this time. But this is the stamp set that you'll get. It's also going to come with a photopolymer block, which these blocks will never be like the stamps that you get will never be any bigger than the block. So you can use this block over and over and over and over. And I just broke out all my extra blocks for this demonstration, so I wouldn't have to fool with taking things off and cleaning things. And you can see I got all my blocks right here. I got all kinds of blocks, and these are all the blocks that I've gotten in kits. And so clearly you can accumulate some, but there's these two leafy images. There's two sentiments. One says enjoy your day. The other one says sit back and relax. And you can never go wrong with like a splotchy stamp, right? So that's your stamp set that comes in with this kit. You're also going to get a Stampin' Spot, which are Stampin' Spots. These are a great way to build your color collection. And if, until you decide if you really like it and you want to get the full size, so that's just to show you, our Stampin' Spots are literally just, I think, a square inch. They're like 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, as opposed to the larger ones. But you get this in with your kit. You'll also get one in your paper pumpkin kits as well. This time, you're going to get pecan pie, which is one of the new, I forgot what kind of colors they call them, but it's one of the new colors. That's one of the neutrals. It's in the neutrals family. You're going to get a sheet of some glue dots. You're also going to get a small sheet of some large dimensionals. And then you're also going to get a small spool of some linen thread, because you're going to need some linen thread for each of the cards. And then you're going to get all of the die cuts you need. Now, I've already used some of these because I put together most of the cards, but you're going to get all these die cuts that go with your cards, or one of the cards. So these die cuts, literally all you have to do is like just pop them out. They're already pre die cut, just barely hanging on by a thread on those pieces of paper. And what else? That's it. So as always, there's always going to be a few supplies that you'll need, basic supplies. And I did put these in the supply list. So it's always nice to have a Stampin' Pierce mat. This one's kind of rough because I pierce things with it. I mean, that's what it's for. But you can also use it when you have photopolymer stamps. So if you don't have like a hard flat surface underneath, when you're using our photopolymer stamp sets, you're going to want to have some kind of a foamy mat underneath so that it helps with the stamping and you get good image on that. So you need a Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm always going to recommend our bone folder because you want to be able to burnish your edges, get those nice crisp edges. I'm always going to recommend a pair of paper snips, but I'm also going to recommend a second pair so that you have one for cutting paper and one for cutting ribbon only. And it helps to put some ribbon on your ribbon scissors. That way, you know, when you go to cut something, excuse me, to use your ribbon scissors. And it also helps to have a take your pick tool, which, by the way, we have some new accessories with our take your pick tool. If y'all did not notice, let me pull them out of my drawer real quick. I'm going to do a small video on this take your pick tool. Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my voice here, but there's more pieces. Hold on. All right, that was getting kind of bad there. But anyway, there's more pieces that go to your take your pick tool. And so, like I said, I'm going to be doing a video because I don't want to break these out now. That is sharp. That's like an X-Acto knife mark there. And then it's got some hooks and stuff. So I just wanted to show you, we do have some additional pieces. And I don't think I have that in the supply list. So I'll make sure I add that in the supply list. So if you want to invest in any of those basic tools, I highly suggest them. All right, so let's get going with the first card. We're only going to do 2 cards because I've already done all of them except for one set. And look, you guys, look at these colors. Let me make sure I get the colors right. You are looking at crumb cake, Lost Lagoon, pecan pie, pool party, and wild wheat in these cards. And look at these envelopes. Like, even the back, the whole thing is this bubbly ocean kind of, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, makes me think of like the bubbles and waters and stuff. But look at this card. And you know what? When I was putting these together, you know, there's only 2 sentiments on there, right? But these areas where you can stamp, they're large enough to put anything you want on there, really. So if you have like another stamp, you can certainly do that. Yeah, you can certainly do that, right? All right, so I've got my base. Look at the base. Even both sides of the base are printed. I got my Stampin' Up stamp out. Let me make sure this is clean because I want to stamp it in. Oh, I need to add something to my supply list. You're going to need a chamois so that you can clean your stamps. A chamois and some cases. But with stamping, you only have one ink that you're working with. So that makes it really, really easy. But look at the base. Now your bases, they're already pre-scored. So all you have to do is fold. And then that's where your bone folder comes in handy, where you just burnish that edge a little bit. And I'm going to be stamping the back. So I've opened my pecan pie. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit so you can see a little bit closer. It's about as close as it's going to get so I don't hit it. But you know what? I still end up hitting it anyway. So there we go. I'm going to stamp some Stampin' Up there. Let me go ahead and get the stamping out of the way. That's the back. So on the front, we're going to do two stamps. We've got this leafy image right here. So we're going to ink that up. And we're going to stamp this actually directly on our card. And let me get my, something feels rough underneath that. So we're going to stamp this on our card. And we're going to stamp this kind of right here. Okay, we'll write that. That goes directly on that. And then we've got our little splotchy stamp, which really is, I think, supposed to be sand. I think. I don't know. And we're going to stamp over these rocks. Just gives them a little more texture. Go. Okay. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment, which I've already pulled one out. They designed it with these little punch outs on the bottom, but of course, if you want to flip it, you can just flip it. And this one's going to say, enjoy your day. And it's photopolymer, so you can see exactly where you're going to be stamping, which is always nice, right? All right, that is all the stamping that we are doing. Let me go ahead and get some dimensionals on the back while I'm thinking about it. We're going to put 3 of them on here. And then we need 12 inches We need 12 inches of our linen thread. So I got my little 6-inch ruler here. So let me measure that. And it goes right here. I'm going to put a couple of these. Honestly, you guys, I prefer to save these and be able to put these in with some kits if I'm giving somebody some adhesive, but these little ones drive me nuts, so I may end up breaking out my big ones. um, so I'm just doing a big bow. In the instructions, it has it to where it's like looping back and forth, but for me, it's just easiest to make a big loose bow like that. And I want this to go in that direction. So I'm going to put my little, I'm going to stick that to the back just like that. I'm going to set that off to the side because what we're going to do next is we're going to put our umbrella on. And I will tell you, when you're looking at your die cut, what you see on the front is the front. Okay. Like this bottom one down here. When you take this out, you don't want to flip it around and put the white on the front, right? You want it to be the color side. So same thing with this umbrella. And I'll tell you why. On the back side, you have to see the kit, but I know you could probably see like a brownish tint around the edge. When I did my first card, I wasn't paying attention and I thought that was the front. Well, it's not, it's the back. But it didn't look bad. It just gave it that little brown tint. So you do you know, if you want that little brownish tint, you can do that. I will tell you there is a little bit of difference in the finish of it. So you can tell the side that's completely white. That one does look more refined, more finished. So, but nobody's going to be looking at it like on a microscope level, right? So I put a big one at the top because that was a pretty big area. But as far as the middle, down the middle, it does tell you to use glue dots on the end and one in the middle. The problem is when you take that piece of paper off, you're going to have a little bit that's hanging. So what I suggest is when you get it on there, just take that glue dot that's hanging over the edge and fold it over the best you can. And I say that because if you don't, whatever comes in contact with the front part of that card, it's going to stick, is all. Okay, so we're going to put, there we go, tack that on there like that. And you do want to be careful when it comes to taking off these, especially when they're really delicate like this, because if you pull too hard, you're going to rip them. Ask me how I know. All right, so this one's a little bit, there we go. All right. And I'm going to put my regular glue dots on just because I'm used to using my large ones. And we're going to put one up here in the top. I'm just trying to put them in spots where they're not going to show through on the front. And by the way, while I'm doing this, don't forget we have other kits available. You know, the last one I did was that birthday kit that we put together. And, you know, we got paper pumpkin kits. This one's going to go right here on the front. Got paper pumpkin kits. Our monthly paper crafting subscription box. We're going to put this little fan thing on, and we're going to put this on with some glue dots. I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on the bottom. Right, and then this one's going to go right here in the middle just to kind of cover that up. And then we have our sentiment. So I'll take those backings off. I'm going to show y'all the next, yeah, before I start the next card. And this one's going to go right here in the center. If you need to, you can, at this point, you can pull your, pull your tails on your ribbon if you need to close those loops up a little bit. See, something's already sticking right there. And if you need to, you can trim your linen thread if it's, hanging off too much. I think I did my bow backwards on that one, but that's okay. And I believe that's it. Yep, that is it. That is card number 1. And of course, we have the coordinating envelopes. So let me show you. Let me show you all 4 of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, all 4 of them. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. Oh no, I just miscounted. Anyway, I was thinking of something else, you guys. I have an extra envelope and realized that other one goes with the second set of cards here. But there is, I don't know why I can't ever get this right. That's how many cards that you can make with this particular design. So there's 4 and 4. Yeah, there's 4 and 4, and then cute coordinating envelope. So yes, I love it, love it, love it. Yes, the tools do look cool, and I do want to do a video. So it's not going to be one that I do on Sunday. It'll be a video that I'll do like randomly throughout the week, where I'm just going to post it because it'll be a pre-recorded video. Thank you, Pat, Libby, Donna. All right, so we're going to take a break and wish everybody a happy birthday if your birthday's in the month of June. I totally skipped over the rest of my announcements earlier, you guys. Make sure you're on my email list for your birthday goodies. With me, 5 days before your birthday, you'll get a notification saying happy birthday, along with some special offers. And if you're not sure if I have your birthday, you can just private message me. All I need is your month and your day of the month. So month and day, and I'll get you on there. And if your birthday's passed and you are on my email list and you didn't get that, it's probably because I didn't have your birthday. So when you first signed up, there was a spot to put in your birthday that might have been overlooked. That could happen. So happy birthday, our June birthdays. And speaking of kits, we have a new paper pumpkin kit. It is called Fun in the Sun. And today starts the subscription period, and your deadline is, of course, the 10th of the month. So July 10th is your deadline. It says, get tanning and crafting in the sun this summer. Say hello to summer and get crafting under the sun with this month's kit. The Fun in the Sun paper pumpkin kit includes fun beach designs, along with positive words of kindness you'll want to use and share with those you love all summer long. Take your cards to the next level with the fun summertime theme and accordion folds in this kit, and send friends and loved ones uplifting cards to support, encourage, say hello, and more. That kit will include everything you need to create 9 cards. There'll be 3 different designs with coordinating envelopes, an all occasion stamp set to support and encourage those you love, pearlescent back sequins, summertime ephemera pack, pre-cut die cuts, and your Stampin' spot will be Daffodil Delight. That's always a nice, fun, summery color, right? And of course, there's different ways to subscribe. You can subscribe monthly, or you can purchase prepaid codes. I always suggest monthly because shipping is included in with that. And I told y'all about the designer series paper sale, so don't forget about that. It's the whole month of June. And then we also have a starter kit. So if you have a wish list that's at least $99, which, I mean, like, seriously, who doesn't? You can take advantage of this literally no obligation starter kit, you guys, and get $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Products for only $99. You can join June 1st through the 30th, and you can choose whatever you want in your kit. Whatever you want, not what somebody else thinks you need, but what you want. So if you want to load up on adhesives, or you've been eyeing a certain, sweet collection, you can do that. You can do anything you want pretty much. Anyway, so this offer's only good the 1st through the 30th. And I do also, while I'm thinking about it, I do want to welcome Sue Bannister to my team. Sue took advantage of this awesome special a few days ago. I think it was last weekend, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, welcome, Sue. And then don't forget, we have July 1st. We're going to have a refresh of the online exclusive. So there'll be some new items that'll be available for customer purchase beginning July. Right now, demonstrators can pre-order those things. And yeah, so look out for some new online exclusives July 1st. All right. So that is the end of that commercial break. Let's get card number 2 out of the way. Card number 2 is equally cute and, of course, has a coordinating envelope. So it's the same envelope for all of these 8 cards, but this one has some different tones, and it is a landscape card, which just means it's, sideways instead of up and down. So, but look at this. Look at this base. Actually, it's going to go like this. Look at this base. This one's got some crumb cake happening in there. And I will tell you, it's all about a preference of what's the front and what's the back. In the pictures in the kit, this is the front. But if you're not careful, you'll end up stamping on the back. And I am going to stamp on the back, but I'm going to stamp the Stampin' Up logo. So I make sure that I don't stamp on the wrong side. But this is the front. And let me bring that back, because we're going to be stamping on the front. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up this large leafy image. Don't ask me what it is. It looks like it might be a palm, but I don't think it is. I don't know. When I think of palms, I think of I don't know, maybe it is a palm. Tell me what y'all think. But we're going to stamp this on the card directly, and this is going to kind of go like right here. Tell me what y'all think it is. I mean, I think it's a palm, but I don't know. I'm just getting a different visual of a different kind of palm. And then we've got to have our little splotchy stamp again. So we're going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp in 2 different areas. We're going to stamp right here, and then we're going to ink it up again, and we're going to stamp over here. I only saw 2 different areas that had stamps on them. So, and then we're going to stamp on our little die cut, which, by the way, you could very well have extra pieces. And if you do, yay. If you happen to mess up on any of your other pieces, it's not always guaranteed, but sometimes you do have extra little pieces there. You can totally use those for if you mess up, or if you have an alternative card you want to make, you have an extra card, you can put that together. Now, when we stamp this, we're going to stamp with these punched out pieces to the right. And when you go to stamp, sit back and relax. We're going to stamp it more over to the right, but not quite all the way. Okay. So there we go. And that is all the stampings. We can close up our stamping spot, which, by the way, let me see if I can grab one real quick. This is not pecan pie, but if you rely completely on using our stamping spots and you need to re-ink them, we do sell re-inkers so that you can, just re-ink it and be able to totally use it over and over and over. So just so you know. All right, so let me go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back here. And when you put your dimensionals on, we do want to leave a little bit of room over here to the right, because I'm going to use my take your pick and just put a couple of large glue dots on there. I'm going to put a couple of mine on there instead of the small ones, just because it's easier and faster. But you get a couple of glue dots right there, because we're going to take 7 inches of our linen thread. So that's 6 and that's 7. And so you got a little bit of thread left over, not much, but a little. We're going to thread this around this back piece here. So let me see if I can get it. And just wrap it around. Wrap it. And then I don't want that edge hanging off, so I'm just going to loop it back in there and press it down. Okay, so you have that happening there. But let me set that aside, because what we want to put on next is, where's the last one? Where's the last one? There's the last one. I was looking for this piece right here. Go. All right, let's get some glue dots on there. Almost lost my glue dots, because I threw them off to the side. All right, we're going to put a glue dot on the bottom, and then we're going to put a glue dot closer to the top. Just be careful with the glue dots, because you still can rip your die cuts. And this one's going to go off to the right, just like that. All right, and then your last one of these die cuts, that's it. We're going to put a couple of dimensionals on there, and I want the dimensional to be over to the right and up at the top. And let's stick that right there. And then we can take off our backings from our stamp sentiment. And then we're going to put that down. All right, there. You can just use the side to line it up. And then what do I have left? Chair. We have a chair, you guys. This cute chair. Check out this cute chair. All right, so if I remember correctly, I'm going to use the end of my take your pick tool to get these glue dots on, because we are going to see. All right, we're going to put a glue dot right there. We're going to put one right here. It is strategic where they're putting them. Ask me how I know. That first card I put together, I was just putting them everywhere, and I was like, oh, that something don't look right. And I'm going to show you. It's because where you're putting these, it's going to attach to this piece and your sentiment, and it's just going to hover over. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you, if you just start putting them anywhere you want to put them, how it can look a little wonky, right? I think they actually had an extra one, but I only put these 4 on there, and have a glue dot stuck to my finger. All right, so we're going to put this on, and we're going to put this on right here. Okay, so those glue dots are sticking to this stamp die cut sentiment and this palm tree leaf looking thing back here. That's where they're sticking. When I did my very first one, I wasn't paying attention, and I was just putting them on there. And is this the one? Is this the one? I'm looking for the card. I seem to be missing a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Mhm. Is this the card? Where's the card? I could have sworn on one of these. I don't know, you guys. Maybe it was in a dream. Who knows? But in any case, you don't want to put glue dots on the bottoms of your chair legs because um anyway, it just looks weird. It's supposed to hover over like it's on a dimensional, but it's not. You know what I mean? Um anyway, that's it. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I happen to have an extra one of these stamp die cuts as well. So there was a couple of pieces that I had left over from this particular kit, which, I wouldn't have if I had boo-booed. So let me bring this up a little bit. Let me try to see if, I don't know if that really helped. All right, so we're going to get all our cards back here. Let's get this one back. For my thumbnail, I got to have a thumbnail. Seem to still be missing an envelope. Did I put 2 envelopes on one of these? You guys, I'm really losing it. I seem to be missing an envelope. And I'm wondering what I did with it. All right. I'm gonna leave it. But it's on one of these cards. Y'all see where I put it? I tell you, I lose stuff so bad, you guys. And a lot of the times it's like literally right in front of me. I just don't ever see it. But in any case, let me do this. Let me bring these down. I know I'll find it right after I get off my live. Let me put this back here. I'll have to find it so I can make it right. But in any case, this is the Boho Beach kit, the latest kit from Stampin' Up. So I hope you all enjoyed this. It's very, very pretty, you guys. Like the colors are gorgeous. Yes, Donna, pretty. Oh, it's okay, Stella. You're good. Beverly likes both of them. It is a cute kit. By the way, in the supply list, y'all, I want to say this kit was 20 something dollars. I can't remember. I, I honestly can't remember. And my Stampin' blog, which is the service that I use for my tutorials and supply lists, they don't have it in their system yet, which I'm surprised because they're usually really, really good about getting the latest products on there so that we can include them in our supply list. So, but it is available on the Stampin' Up website, just so you know. And I didn't look to see what the price was. Like I pulled the item number and I put it in my supply list, but I didn't write the price down because I wasn't sure when I would be able to add it in when they updated their system. But it is the latest kit. It is available for purchase online. It's 20 something dollars. I showed you everything that was included in it and also everything that you get after you make the entire kit and with a few extra things left over. So yeah, this is super easy. So if you need some cute, simple cards that say just enjoy your day, sit back and relax. I mean, really, when you think about it, when you send cards to somebody that you know and you want to tell them just to have a good day, or if they're on vacation or something, you want to send them a card to say, sit back and relax, these are perfect. And it's beach themed and it's going to go along in line with our next paper pumpkin kits. So you'll want to either subscribe to that or if you don't want next month's kit, make sure you go on your account, put your little subscription on pause so you don't get it and you don't get billed for it. And then you can pick up on the next one. So Thank you all for joining me. It was a gorgeous day here in San Antonio, Texas. The sun is out and everything's shiny. It's hot. We're supposed to have some 100-degree days coming up. So get your air conditioning checked if you live in Texas. Make sure it's tuned up and ready to go for the hot weather that is coming soon. Like it's already here, but I know it can get hotter. Y'all know us. We live here in Texas. We can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. Seriously. So anyway, thank you all for joining me this afternoon. And sorry it wasn't on camera, but I couldn't do that to y'all. So enjoy your day, the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure they're doing okay with the heat that's coming up here in Texas. It's especially important to make sure that our seniors that we know live alone, or we have grandparents that live alone, or just our neighbors, make sure to check on them and make sure that they have what they need. It's really about just making sure everybody's comfortable, make sure they have some fresh water, and make sure that they're not sitting over there in the heat as well. Fans come cheap. You can get fans at the dollar store for $10, $15, depending on the size you get. So make sure that they have um, that they stay cool as well, and that they're not suffering, and their pets is too. So a lot of them have pets to keep them company. So when you check on them, make sure that their fur babies are doing good too. So y'all know I have a soft spot for fur babies, and the two that I have are literally sleeping underneath my desk right now. They've been asleep the whole time, but that's because they stay up all night long, and I can hear them playing. So they sleep all day. So they're true cats. So anyway, y'all have a great day, and we will see you all Wednesday for the second layout for the second page to layout number 53. Oh my gosh, it's already 100 in Granbury. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Yes, good kitties. Y'all notice y'all didn't hear a peep. Y'all didn't hear a pip squeak out of them, because they are like dog tired, because I'm telling you, they've been up all night long. I have all kinds of papers all over my craft floor, like crumbled up little papers that's their toys. And so it literally looks like somebody just dumped the trash can on the floor, but it's them playing with any little piece of paper they can find. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.